Yeah. You know what always perplexed me was the whole Beavis and Butthead that you spoke about just quickly at the beginning. I'll never understand it because when you guys first came out, all my musician friends were always sort of like they always found you guys interesting, and you're always sort of like you're a musicians kind of band back then.
Yeah.
If I could put that in the right context.
Yeah.
And then the whole and Steve Grimmett, who's been on the show many times and sadly passed away, Beavis and Butthead actually helped him, right? The ridicule actually propelled them into the masses in a sense, right? Whereas Beavis and Butthead sort of like, I'm not sure why it kind of reversed the situation for you, or maybe it just was the timing that it seemed like it did that. Can you speak to that?
Well, for example, I mean, we'll take White Zombie. I mean,
Yeah.
Beavis and Butthead were like, "Oh, White Zombie's cool," and then White Zombie went triple platinum. I mean, just like overnight. It was the biggest show in MTV history. So a lot of people benefited from Beavis and Butthead, but we were like on the shirt of the geeky guy who represented everything that sucked. So then,
That was me, by the way.
And that was me too. I was that guy. So I could relate to that guy. You know what I
I
mean?
was the guy with the wing. I was the guy with the Winger shirt and the Winger LP. So I was like, I didn't.
So
want
I
to be
didn't
the
get
guy
it.
with the-
I didn't get it. That's what I'm trying to get at.
yeah, well,
But go ahead.
it is strange, and there's a lot of other bands that might have been better suited for that role. I don't actually know. I did speak to Mike Judge through email at one point, and he was just kind of like it just happened to stick. But I would, well, there's two parts to this question. One is how did that happen, and kind of how did it affect us? I think it hurt a lot of the bands like us. And there's, you have to also add in the aspect of Metallica throwing darts at my poster. So that came first, and I think they inadvertently chose us because of that. But, Mike Judge said it was just luck of the draw, bad timing.